Welcome, everybody. The NFL Draft is this week. I'm Joe at the Game House. Today we'll be doing updated 2024 NFL mock draft for the New England Patriots. So the Patriots are on the clock in the 2024 NFL mock draft series. We did some earlier, but now we're updating mock drafts for every team as we go this week for the NFL Draft, and we'll be using the NFL mock draft database simulator. I like it because it meshes big boards together from across the internet. You're not just getting one site's big board. But there are players who will fall, who maybe won't fall in the NFL Draft. Now, in this simulation already, J.J. McCarthy went number 2 to the Commanders. That may not happen, but it's a possibility. People are typing up J.J. McCarthy pretty much right now. So it definitely could happen. It could leave the Patriots with some options. Now, they're reportedly on the phones trying to make trades with this pick, but I wouldn't be surprised if they just go ahead and take their quarterback. We have a couple good quarterbacks in this class. Get it while you can. I have Jaden Daniels higher on my big board than Drake May by one spot. They're really, really close. I'm going to take Drake May for the Patriots. I do think he might be better with what they want to do. I do think Jaden Daniels does end up going to the Commanders at 2. Just fits what they want to do as well. I think if you get him at 3, Drake May, I think it's a phenomenal pick here. It really helps you out as you move along. Now, Tyler Guyton would be a very good luxury pick here. They do need to improve the offensive line, but the one thing that's bugged me about the Patriots the last few years is just they've not addressed the wide receiver position in the right way. They have Ladd McConkey higher than Xavier Worthy on their board. I'm actually higher on Xavier Worthy. He's a speed guy. He can track the deep ball pretty well. He does have some drop issues, but he also played with a broken hand, I believe, 2 seasons ago. We're going to take Xavier Worthy and help out Drake May with a weapon here. That's something that they didn't really do for Mac Jones. Mac Jones didn't really work out, but also could have had more help there. So we'll see if we can get some offensive line help and other help across the board here later. All right, so we have Kamari Lassiter, Adisa Isaac as projected or as suggested picks. Patrick Paul. I think I'm going to go with Patrick Paul here. I'm a little bit higher on him than consensus, so I will take him. I think it fits a need. You want to make sure your quarterback for the future is protected, and I don't want to have to wait until pick 103 or 137 to get a offensive tackle. Next up, we're going to go Ben Sinnott out of Kansas State, a guy who was like an H-back, also played tight end. He has the size to play tight end. He'll block for you. A solid tight end, and again, another weapon for Drake May to utilize. That's going to leave us with a lot of picks for the defensive side of the ball here. We'll see what we can do with some of these picks in terms of maybe getting an edge rusher, maybe a corner. I'm going to take Cam Hart for the Patriots at 137. I have him as top 100 player on my board. Very big and long corner. I think he can disrupt some people. He did play against Marvin Harrison Jr. this past season and actually held up pretty well, partially because of the quarterback play of Ohio State, but also he's a good player in his own right. All right, so we're going to go to pick 180 now. Wants me to take some of these safeties at the top of the board. Let's see if we can get an edge rusher we like. And I do think we'll go Jalix Hunt. He's a guy who's risen up draft boards out of Houston Baptist, a former safety. I do think he can transition to the NFL level well with more time. He's going to need to be coached up in a way that a lot of other guys aren't. But I do think he can be a solid player at the next level. All right, so they want me to take one of my favorite players in the draft, Tyrone Tracy, running back 4 for me. I do think they'll probably go with another lineman at some point. Want to make sure everyone's protected there. Hunter Norzad, a lot of people have him close to the top 100 on their big boards. I wasn't quite as high, but I think at this point it is a decent value to improve that interior offensive line as a center. All right, so that'll take us to their last pick, 231. I'm going to go with Jordan McGee, a linebacker out of Temple who is impressed. I think he can at least play special teams for you. A little bit on the lighter side, but he does have good athleticism, and I think, Patriots have known for some of their great special teams players. I think McGee could be one of the next ones up. So with this mock draft, we have Drake May going to the Patriots at number 3. I think that might be a likely scenario, even though they are working the phones. We're going to get him a weapon with Xavier Worthy, a guy who can really stretch the field at pick number 34. Patrick Paul, offensive lineman. I'm a little higher on him than I think this big board was, but that's okay. I think you get a guy to maybe step in and start this year, maybe just develop this year, and hopefully protect Drake May for the long term. Ben Sinnott, tight end out of Kansas State. Love this player. I believe he's tight end 3 on my board. Can block really well. Provides a good target for quarterbacks. I think it could be an X factor down the road. Cam Hart, a bigger corner who I think can match up with some good receivers. that I think he can have a better pro career than maybe he did in college. Jalix Hunt, the edge rusher out of Houston Baptist, really rising up boards right now. Pick 180. I think you're getting a value. Former safety, really good athlete. Hunter Norzad, interior offensive line depth. And Jordan McGee, a linebacker out of Temple, who can at the very least provide you with some special teams play. So that's the mock draft. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. For now, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time.